What is going on there, citizens of the Reject Nation? We are back for Secret Invasion, Episode 5 today. John, how's it going?
I am great. How are you?
Doing well. Coy?
So excited to see who dies and comes back.
Ladies and gentlemen, you know what to do. Please go ahead, leave a like on this video. My gosh, there's a good case for why this show is great. Oh, I am setting us up for a transition to something we agreed to before the strike commenced. So it is okay according to the rules. Hey, webheads, we got a spectacular sponsor today. Casetify are here to tell you anybody can be a hero. And you don't even need a radioactive spider. Introducing the Spider-Man X Casetify collection, turning your phone into a piece of the Marvel Universe. The Spider-Man mask case is no less than your very own super suit, reminding us all we've got the power to swing into action and make a difference. But if you're feeling a tad symbiotic, the Venom pattern case is right up your alley. Exude some of that classic Venom edginess. Give your phone a touch of anti-hero chic. Or if you're feeling the need for some thwip, splat, zap action, the Spider-Man pattern case is as close as it gets to having Spidey's classic banter in your pocket. And of course, we can't forget the classic Spider-Man hang-in case, echoing the timeless wisdom: with great power comes great responsibility. I mean, my favorite pick, it's gotta be the Spider-Man mask case. But how about you? Ready to thwip into action with your very own hashtag Spider-Man X Casetify case? Don't hang around like a radioactive spider. Swing over to the link in the description box for the Spider-Man X Casetify collection. Make sure you tag your webtacular selfies with everything you're seeing on screen right now. Till next time, stay spectacular. Oh yeah, and I should probably mention, we're going to be at Comic-Con this Saturday, 1 o'clock p.m. The Neil Auditorium, I think is what it's called. If you're going to Comic-Con, please stop by. Would love to see you there.
Can you hear me?
Sir, you need to make a space.
This was not the Russians. It was not.
Sir.
The hospital is full of Skrulls.
Sir, do you have clearance? Then stay outside.
But even when he's out, he's in. Respect that. Yo. It's a great shot.
This guy, I like him. Remember his name, everyone?
Yeah. But, you know.
You should be proud, G.
He calls him G. Should be proud, homie.
Yeah, G.
You ordered Fury's death when you knew Varla would never do it. You had another chance to kill Fury today, and you didn't take it.
You're weak, G.
Makes me start to wonder, why should we?
Whoa, yeah.
Definitely did not see that coming. Whoa-y!
Didn't see that coming. I am Gravik.
And the only reason Fury was on that motorway was because his traitor wife defied my direct order.
She traitor'd you.
Well, then you send some of our people to Vara's house and kill her.
Oh, too personal.
Everyone go kill her.
I'd like to order a pizza, please. Extra pepperoni.
Make sure he knows it wasn't just the Russians who did this. It was the Russians with the help of Skrulls.
What?
Prove to him there are Skrulls living here in Russia and that they must all be eliminated.
War.
And if we don't get what we want?
Well, then we all do what we've prepared for. Sacrifice.
G, your plan gets more confusing by the second.
Where's the president? These damn people just giving out classified information. Lock this whole place down right now.
Thank you. I was literally
I feel like you shouldn't ask. He's in a suit. He's in a suit.
Calm down. Calm down.
Do something.
The country appreciates your service to the president tonight, but I'm here now. You can go.
You must be out of your Skrull-ass mind.
In about 60 seconds, the footage of you killing Maria Hill is gonna lead off every news program all across the hemisphere.
60 seconds.
You're gonna become the most wanted and hated man on the planet.
The people love Maria Hill.
So tick-tock, Nick.
Ouch. Could have just also shot him.
Consider this a preview, Nick, because if you ever get within 100 yards of the president again, I'm gonna make sure you get the whole show.
Yo, Gravik, I'm coming for him.
Tell him yourself.
It is fun to watch these two square off.
Admittedly, this is a short runtime, so I'm starting to get worried already.
That the penultimate episode's only 40 minutes?
39 minutes with the official runtime, minus credits, minus recap,
Oh, right.
minus ending credits.
Wow, yeah, they've got to do a lot.
The fictional city of London.
I wish I could go there.
Good afternoon, Sonya. Have you heard about this?
Oh, the attack on Ritson? No, do go on.
Skrulls could be amongst us.
Well, if you ask me, sir, I think they're bloody everywhere.
Oh.
Politely asking the location of Dr. Rosa Dalton.
Have you lost your mind, woman?
Wowie.
Just showing Director Weatherby's true colours. Come and look at that. I must inform you that the SIS has no official policy on killing Skrulls.
Yeesh.
To enact my personal preference right now, you should start talking.
She's such a joy. Yeah, I'm just happy when she's on screen.
What's on your mind, soldier?
I was just a little confused.
What are you confused about?
Can I not call you G?
Once he's awake, I'll send confirmation of the strike.
Yeah. Because you know what happens if you don't, right?
Yeah, I was wondering about that.
Mutiny! Groot hand your way through this, man.
Yeah, get some extremists going. Or other abilities that have yet to be uncovered. Frost giant skills, something? At least.
Take his pants off!
Tickle him.
Nice!
Oh!
Cool. That was cool. That was really cool.
Wow. Nice hit. This episode got stunts.
Man, you guys suck. There was like so many.
I'm nothing but a monster.
Woof.
Nice. That mask sure does look funny.
It's just a big old noggin.
Just the way the ears were bouncing. What the hell are you doing?
Symbolizes his trouble.
Talos died.
You can
of-
stop there.
He's not dead.
He died on a foreign planet, on a foreign road. Nothing will come of it.
It's time for revenge.
Because I knew he would lose.
Talos chose the path of struggle. He did not lose. You cannot let grief paralyze you, Gaia. This is your time now.
She just started grieving. give her like an hour.
What DNA did Gravik steal?
Only a few samples. Cull obsidian, flora colossus.
Okay.
What was he looking for?
Something he called the harvest.
Harvest.
What's the harvest?
It's a big pumpkin.
I need to bury my father.
Take him to Priscilla. She'll know what to do. Oh, shit.
It's like the siren started right outside that window.
Yep.
Sword starts.
Surprise him. He'll never find us here.
Oh. Hello, Skrulls. Who are you? I think a more apt question would be, who would you like me to be? I'm staggeringly versatile. I'm very good at being your bestie. I'm also devilishly good at being not your bestie. It's really just a matter of taste. Cake or death. Nigel.
No, my name's Victor.
No, of course you are. Nigel's the one with his silencer pressed against the base of your skull.
Yum.
Now start from the very beginning and don't miss out a damn decimal point. Really is a lovely laboratory. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to torch it.
Blow it.
Well done, Nigel. Which has now been overtaken by Lucifer as a more popular baby name.
Let us go, or I'll kill her.
Males in my species are very similar. If they're not busy gaslighting you, they're threatening you with murder. That's what all the podcasts are about.
Hey.
woke.
Whoa.
She ain't wrong.
I liked her until she started shoving agendas down my throat.
Just talking points of the liberal elite.
She's gonna have to save Priscilla.
Ooh. Yeah.
She's so adorable.
She's such a small person.
I know.
I'm Gaia. Fury said you could help me bury my father.
Love this heavenly music that started playing.
Mr. President, what you see on the screen is the Skrull compound. That's Russian soil. We have to neutralize this facility. I would rather us face a war than extinction, and that's exactly what a Skrull invasion will mean. We have to cut this thing off at the head.
Do you never put on your armor suit, Rhodey? You're never just like, I'll handle it.
I could probably do that real quick.
Yeah, I could do it in
20
like
minutes?
a minute.
I'll throw in a carpet bomb Serbia, but I won't carpet bomb this one little location.
Permission?
I got a deal for you.
Got anything to do with the harvest?
Bring it to me in person. I'll call the whole thing off. If I don't get what I want, your president's gonna bomb New Skrullos. Bring some iodide pills. The reactor room can be touch aggressive.
Sure, gets y'all radiated up.
Hey, the guy from Black Widow?
with the plane.
Feel a lot better if we were on the helicarrier.
Yeah, that's been mothballed. A little bit like you should be. Oh,
Ouch.
voila. Figured you might need that on the other side. You're welcome.
That's a callback.
Try and get a nap. You seem a little grumpy.
Spin off.
He deserves a procession of mourners.
Dallas wasn't much for pageantry. Do you have the offering?
Offering of fire.
I feel like the first few episodes were a lot more strikingly shot, but it's kind of going back to sort of a
General.
blander, simpler way of shooting.
Wonder if it's like they shoot in chronological order and just budget or time or
They get tired.
sleep.
No, just put the camera anywhere. Dracarys.
Insubordination, I guess.
And yet you decided to obey the order that says you have to wait around here for your execution.
The thing is, I love this house.
It's got a lot of equity in it.
I wasn't sure if he'd ever commit to calling any one place home. I'd need to find a place that offered the three things he valued most. Lots of privacy, lots of security, and lots of
Leather.
light.
Where's the playroom?
He'd sit there by the window, reading a book, letting the sun kiss his skin.
Freaking out how he couldn't see out of one eye.
He ever get lost watching you in your own skin?
That's none of your business. You don't know what it takes to build a life with someone else, to sustain it.
To buy all this green stuff for your house?
I did like how that whole dialogue change was in one shot, though. They just let the actors act.
When it comes to facing down my executioners, I'd rather meet the bastards standing right here than to meet them running down some dark alley.
Ooh, damn.
What does?
Or on some highway. Oh. Wowie.
Green lasers.
Green plants. Gia. Come on, let's atomic blonde this shit.
Oh, nice.
Sarah Connor.
Before he got through.
Yeah, that's righteous.
Oh, cool.
Little leg kick. Boom.
Murder them.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
That guy's just dangling there.
That stunt guy just like, all right.
Is he wearing whiteface?
Is he white chicksing this? Mission Impossible face pull.
$1 billion of research and development, and all the Widow's Veil can cloak is your face. What about the rest of you?
That's the newer version, not this one.
We will see it in a different property.
This what we're doing?
Yes, this is absolutely what we're doing. Seatbelt, please. Off we go.
Is that like Stormzy or something?
I know exactly how far that is.
War, but the harvest?
Nearly every Avenger spilled blood in the battle.
Ah.
Woof.
In the aftermath, some were sent in to collect that DNA.
Some of that blood produces Iron Man armor.
Yes, it definitely does.
Nobody knew about them but me and the collectors.
So you are responsible for all this?
Yeah.
Damn.
Why do you think I came back?
Heavy as the crown.
I mean, were you aware that that's what he was trying to do? The harvest?
From that early on?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe just the blind threats from Gravik. He extrapolated out.
Nice walk in the cemetery.
Scandinavian cemetery. Should have brought my scythe.
Only dead men keep secrets. You taught me that, Sonya.
Dead men tell no tales.
Oh, there it is, Ezekiel.
Fury, why haven't you called any of your special friends down?
We can't keep depending on these superheroes to swoop in and save our asses.
It is when we're on the brink of World War III.
None of them can defend the world the way I can. If that ain't enough, then I don't know what hope we have. If that ain't enough, maybe I am just dust.
I get what you're saying, but...
Also, you assembled the Avengers.
Yeah.
Priscilla and I honeymooned here. Skrulls like the cold.
She didn't know.
Now you understand.
Aw, I hope Olivia Coleman sticks around the
I know.
MCU for a bit.
That's neat. It's like Fifth Element shit.
They do say Darwin never sleeps. Let's give our extinction a nice leg up.
I like that they gave her an actual sympathetic scene.
Yeah.
Instead of just being
Not
clever.
just joy and murder.
Yeah.
3 modes now.
Oh, yeah.
There's the jacket.
Just for the eye patch.
I feel like he could have kept a couple of these things in the same drawer, but...
Gotta have space.
Yeah.
He's a big space guy. Minimalism.
The patch is back.
He's Fury again.
Let's finish this.
Boogie. Kobe Smulders.
Oh, because the TV. Every time I'm struck by that.
Alrighty. Alrighty. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I feel like we should just talk about it right now.
Right now.
Chat.
Because so much happened.
Everything
It was
happened.
just chaos.
Oh my god.
It was a crazy cacophony of events, ladies and gentlemen.
It's a display of duplicitousness and overwhelming zeal.
Of any show, it is a show of duality and duplicity.
To be fair.
All right.
Many dichotomies.
Coy, what is the first topic you think we should talk about?
I like the leveling up of the betrayal of Fury that he had no actual direct cause, and I like that Fury's always like recovering from his own mistakes. I like that we've seen now the depths of that, and that he didn't really learn from his other lessons. Like I feel like Nick Fury's this great fallible character, so I really enjoyed him being the one responsible for Gravik's original idea.
So harvesting
The
wounds from the past.
Yes, because Nick Fury in the comics is always like, oh, I did a thing and I've got to really figure it out and how to recover it. And they captured that here.
That is true. They did capture it well. John, what did you think of his reasoning not to call in the Avengers?
I thought it was I'm of two minds about it. I understand on the one hand, the brilliant tactician's mind is certainly one of the greater assets. However, given the physical nature of this conflict, I do feel it's a little maybe short-sighted not to involve someone who could intervene on a cosmic level. So maybe not the best writing decision given what we know this universe is capable of. It seems like the show being very pressured to be like, well, we're doing a ground level show, so we have to keep to that.
Even though we're going up against Skrulls who now have superpowers.
And who are going to start a world war.
Guys,
some of our most tense allies.
I don't know if you're aware. He got his eye patch back. Everything's
Got my eye patch back and my pistol.
He is fully a superhero again. He is Nicholas J. Fury.
Yes.
I mean, I enjoyed the action in this episode.
The action was good.
Yeah, the stunts were solid. I enjoyed the leveling up, but I definitely worry that there's one left. Like, I don't know how they're going to finish this show.
This episode shined for stunts and for scene work.
I think this was the first episode, though, that... Okay, yes. We'll take it one subject at a time. Instead of compounding these two subjects into one.
Whoa.
What are you guys doing? You think we're at a buffet right now? What's going on?
No,
a little bit of every plot on my plate.
This is a singular plot.
Let's talk about the action while we're selling some pros.
Action,
yeah.
It was fine. It was good. It was good.
I like that it was practical.
I liked Priscilla
and
Emilia Clarke, Gaia, banging it up, and them taking on a whole squad of people. They're just that highly trained. And yeah, I think in terms of gunplay and some violence, even the mutiny moment against Gravik was
well directed, well stunt worked,
reasonably violent, and hit just enough. Doesn't quite capture anything I would say is visceral, but it's enjoyable.
And I think that it's inventive at times. Like, it's still, very good for a TV show. Like, it does its moments. It's got little pops.
I would say yes to that too. I'm sensing a certain tone here.
A tone, you say?
This overall tone of this review is exactly what you hope for as a creative person.
This show started off with a very different tone in these reviews, and it is taking a certain direction that we will wait till episode 6 before we get it.
It is so interesting that these shows tend to have this.
We're not done with the subjects, Coy.
The action was good. The stunts were quality.
All right. This is the most Emilia Clarke we have gotten, I think. Is that correct?
I'd say this in the first episode.
This was very heavily focused on her.
She gets to be more of her own character as of this episode, with no one else's story to be a part of. It's more her journey through this.
I think the writing and direction is all making it feel flat, though, with what she's going through. Gotta say it. I gotta call it out. I don't think that this should be like her. The whole thing is like she's grieving and she's got to I don't know, some bullshit about going on a path or something, right? And,
I don't know, they said words that I love path nonsense.
Yeah. And the entire time I was like, oh God, this has it seems like it's getting lost in the void of where emotion should be.
It's really interesting because the show is all the same director. It's all the same mapped out budget. It knows what it needs to be, and it's like clockwork, where these shows have a point where it's like, oh, what happened?
Yeah, it's beginning to feel
a lot like Christmas.
I don't want to say, definitely not that. I don't want to say it's monotonous, but
it's so short that it's like confusing that it's like it needs to be more and less at once.
It's becoming more by the numbers and less exciting and less thrilling. Everything that was really great about the first couple episodes, and you started to see a little bit of signs in the third episode, and those signs started to magnify in the fourth. And then here I'm like, okay, this is the first time I feel like the shadow has been cast in terms of the problems that have been just kind of coming through the weeds.
Yeah.
And now taking over. It is a house on the sand that is the sand has been going over to the house is what I'm feeling, because it's by no means terrible.
No.
It is by no means terrible. and maybe you guys feel different, which I'm good for you if you are able to watch this and feel differently when watching it. But I think a lot of the striking visual components are definitely way more absent than ever, and yeah, I'm just talking from a storytelling point. I mean, are there some MCU stuff of exciting things to come? Maybe, but at this point, I'm like, that doesn't really matter. It matters is just making a good show, and this one, we're not done with goods. Let's shift a little bit. Olivia Coleman's character.
Olivia Coleman, always a delight.
Is a
So good
delight.
to have on screen.
Absolutely.
Is pure joy incarnate. Every dialogue choice, like I like that you could read the sentences from a lesser actor and it'd be like, well, that's just dialogue, but she makes it punchy. Like she's really good at making dialogue that shouldn't work sing.
And has great chemistry with Sam Jackson. The
Great
two of
chemistry
them
with everybody.
Yeah, but
It's
I
like
mean,
impressive.
Yeah, and I like the way she is very free to do a character, and I feel like Sam Jackson has been very free to like put a lot of his own soul into this. I feel like he feels more not just like Sam Jackson, but someone who's bringing, you know, the struggles of their own life to a story that at least wants to be big and impactful, and also he's got some of his flavor and rhythm, and it's fun to see him in a Marvel situation where he is allowed to really kind of spread his wings a little bit in the limited scenes that allow for that.
I think my favorite character is Priscilla.
She is the best character. She's the most interesting character. The actress, what is her name? Charlene Woodard. She's just so natural and like I just love watching her. She draws me in. She's just got so much life.
Every turn she takes, I really enjoyed and I liked that you pointed out the dialogue. It was like a lock-off shot we just like lived in. But that turn felt so earned, but also like her recovering from the emotion also felt so earned. Like not only did she have a moment of like raw emotion because of something she said, but also like her, and this is you being this, and like I was just really impressed.
She seems to be one of the few characters who convincingly, at least, who like emotionally exists at that fulcrum of like being in the heart of a really tough, you know, political, like geo-astro-political situation, but also someone who is having like this personal struggle and who has just a really interesting, I don't know, just the life they've given her as a character is easily the most interesting.
Yeah, she doesn't try to play it like overly dramatic. She just feels like a real human being. And I love that the history of her actually seems like she has been here the whole time, you know, and not just because this is a character who you're implying has been part of Nick Fury's life the past few decades, right? And that he's had a secret wife this whole time, and secret wife invasion. And you feel it's like, oh yeah, I actually got the sense that she really not only understands her character but the Marvel world and everything. Like I think she does it. I think she does a phenomenal job, and every time she's been here, I'm like, you have been an absolute welcome addition.
Joy.
Gravik is he's going down a path that I saw a comment on our last video. It was like, how did Gravik end up a better villain than Gore? And you know, then it turned into a whole other conversation about Taika Waititi, of course. But but
Gravik's great.
I think Gravik is great. Again, it to me, everything just felt like it was sort of getting undercut by trimming, things being too short, and the overall, like, because before it was like, all right, maybe this is a little short, but I'm at least liking the way that this is being directed.
Yeah.
And now
I really like the writing. I like this scene work.
Yeah. Now I'm like, no, a lot of this is not really singing that loud anymore. And so,
and even the scene work feels sacrificed for it.
That's my point. Is like the things that the actors are still showing up and doing a great job, but all the scene work stuff that was once like, well, this makes up for it, is now not feeling like it's making up for it now, because it's like, wow, this is just going quicker and quicker when it doesn't feel like intensity is ramping up. It doesn't feel like stakes are ramping up. Even if you have Gravik saying I'm raising the stake, it does not feel like things are truly ramping up. It just seems like they're now just trying to get it over with.
Yeah,
and
a little bit.
To me, it feels like a missed opportunity in the sense and we'll see how it ends. There could be a tremendous finale coming our way, but I feel like this is highlighting something that has been a curiosity to me since this show started, which was, okay, I know Falcon and the Winter Soldier was an attempt to do something kind of in this vein, but that was hampered by a lot of outside real-world circumstances. This doesn't have that. So now we're moving into a piece of the story where I'm like, okay, this is all very familiar. The bad guy, for whatever his political aspirations are and his, his uprising, whole philosophy is, he's basically just trying to get a magic MacGuffin so he can get really powerful and then cause a lot of destruction, and then we got to stop it. And that's pretty familiar, and it doesn't really take this whole World War III and like, ooh, we're going to create like a false flag situation or something where, we have them bomb us to create this spark of, oh, our people are going to think we're being attacked, and oh, the Russians are going to think they're being attacked. Like, it pays face value to that stuff or lip service to that stuff, but I don't really think that they've committed to like having a political thriller that's really a political thriller.
Yeah. Yeah, what are you going to do? It's not like you can make this stuff better.
It's really interesting. It just started so strong for me, and it is an odd tradition of
Disney Plus.
Yeah, like Loki got better. And like WandaVision was like 5 out of 6 for me, but like the rest I've all felt like diminishing returns, like in one way or another, whether it's Hawkeye being something that's really fun and novel and buddy copy, but then like as soon as they introduce a character we want to be, more like something we know, it's just like, oh, and then it just the last little bit of that show felt left.
Yeah.
Like Falcon and the Winter Soldier, it felt like it had to take a left turn in order to recover. I don't know, it's really interesting because the show is going to end away when you start making it.
Yeah.
It's just really odd to like let that happen again.
Yeah.
The proportions do seem very strange for the way they've done a lot of these shows. And yeah, it's like WandaVision and Loki set this tone where you're like, yeah, cool. Like you could have maybe gone one more, but like mostly everything's there. And now lately it's either been like too long or too short. Like, and yeah, there's like a sweet spot that I don't know if they have found.
More Werewolf by Night.
Yeah.
More one-offs, yeah.
Alrighty. Well, guys, this is my least favorite episode of the season so far. I'm going to leave it at that. We'll see how the entire package ends up being delivered by the end here. Is it your least favorite, would you say?
Yeah.
Probably. It's got the least cohesive amalgamation of everything. There are still good moments, but yeah, this is not the most cohesive episode.
It's got its moments, but everything constantly just kept feeling like being cut too short.
And it kept feeling like they were like, on to the next scene, on to the next scene. Well, there was a lot of like martini shot.
Yeah.
You would think that there would be a button or some kind of coda to a lot of things, or things would constantly feel like, okay, now we're starting to cook. Oh, wait, we're cutting away again, and we're resetting the build of momentum. Yeah.
Odd. Very odd penultimate.
Alrighty. Well, you're looking at 3 satisfied fans.
Man, oh man, do we feel complete.
What do you guys think? Let us know down below, but we'll, of course, come back for the finale. Very hopeful.
Excited.
Hopeful.
It's going to be good.
That they go, you know what? Let's make this great. Greatic. Subscribe. This is like, okay, all right. Thoughts down below. We'll be a comical.
Come visit us.
Thank you guys for being here.
Yep.
Hey, I think let's shout out a patron. Why don't we do that?
Oh, they're gonna, after that exit, they're gonna love it.
Yeah,
Whoever's still here, like, you know what? I want to be on this
like,
episode.
I want to be shouted out.
This is the one.
This is the episode.
This is what I want.
Please shout me out. Flev Doran.
Woo!
Flev, are you liking it? Are you liking this, Flev? You're a big fan of all these properties. You're like, yeah, this is my jam right here. This is what I want.
Flev Doran's a good Skrull name.
Yeah. Pretty sure he made this exact same thing.
Did I?
Look out.
Pretty sure he said
Did I make that
We'll
joke?
have to dig back into the archives.
Did we do Flev in another?
I remember every single time someone repeats a joke.
I like the idea you don't remember other stuff. You've got this weird bag of like, I'm going to remember joke repeats. That's going to be my thing.
Because it's not funny now.
And now I'm upset. Is it really? Did I say that?
100% original jokes.
Well, that's how much it's a Skrull name.
Yeah.
Flev will correct us.
Flev's like, I'm a new patron.
Either way, Flev, while this episode did not fill us with life, you fill us with life constantly. So because your energy is like when.
Unflappable.
Do you remember at the end of Pokemon, the movie?
When he caught 'em all.
No, he actually didn't do that in the movie. In the movie, when we thought Ash was dead,
Yep.
and then all the Pokemon cried and their tears
Woke him back
of
up.
love
Yeah.
They brought
resurrected
back
him.
Yeah.
from the dead.
That's what you are like for us.
Yeah.
You are the Pokemon's tears,
You're the very best that no one was before.
Encapsulated in
filling
humanoid
us with
form.
life. So, thank you, Fled, for being you and for always being here. And I hope you have a great week.
Samesies.